Welcome to the New York Stock Exchange, the epicenter of the global financial markets as we celebrate Lanvin Group on its listing. Today, we are talking about two iconic powerhouses coming together as Lanvin Group makes its debut on the public sector. We have a very exciting day ahead of us, but right now, we are going to turn to the president of the New York Stock Exchange, Lynn Martin, live from the boardroom in just a moment. But again, this is such an exciting day. Let's listen in now.
President and CEO of NYSE. It is my honor to welcome you all here to celebrate Lanvin's entry into the public markets. You know, every time I watch that video, I'm reminded of our history. 24 brokers got together 230 years ago under a buttonwood tree. On the corner of Wall and Broad, which is basically where you entered. Over those 230 years, the face of leadership, the face of the people leading the largest companies have changed. And more recently, there have been more and more females who have started to lead companies. Now, I gotta tell you, many of us females who lead the largest companies do so with a certain mantra. Obviously, we're looking to create results for shareholders. We're looking to transform businesses. We're looking to innovate. But one of the ones that I have in the back of my mind, and many of the other female CEOs have in the back of their mind, is a quote that one of my personal icons had. I'm gonna read it to you. Dress shabbily and they remember the dress. Dress impeccably and they remember the woman. And I can't think of a group of brands where that quote applies more than the group of brands we're here celebrating today. You'll all be very happy to know that I am a big consumer of your brands. I was sharing with Max that I spent some money in St. John over the weekend. Yes. I am a Wolford diehard. If you ever see stockings or leggings on my legs, know that they are from Wolford. And I am honored to be and proud to be wearing a gorgeous St. John dress today. I gotta tell you that through the dialogue I have with female CEOs, the one thing when we talk about fashion, because we do a lot, increasingly, the one thing that we talk about is our demanding travel schedules. Now, a lot of us are on the road. Many of us lead global companies, which requires us to have punishing travel schedules. And to a person, there is no other brand that gets mentioned more for its ability to be packed in a suitcase when you're traveling the globe than St. John, and still have the woman show up so that they remember the woman and what she's saying. So thank you all for creating such gorgeous clothes that, in my mind, are dressing the icons of the future. So with that, I am going to call a couple of very special people, one of them who is leading some of those icons. Joanne, can you come to the stage? Where are you? Do you want to say anything? Do you want to say anything?
Oh, okay. This one?
Yeah, you can use that.
All right. Yeah. Finally, we come to this very exciting moment. But I think that is also a start of a new journey. I want to take this chance to thank Lynn and your entire NYSE team, that without your help, we won't be so smoothly get through the whole procedures. It's our honor to be listed in NYSE because this place hosts the most renowned groups and companies all over the world. For Lanvin Group, we are still young. I told my team, 5 years old, still a long way to go, that we have all together working for such a long time, but we finally should be proud to say that we make our achievement, make this milestone today. Like Lynn said, to be a woman leader, it's not so easy, but it's easy if the passion and the love is coming from your heart. Like 20 years ago, that when I was still an accountant in KPMG, that nothing about my dreams after 20 years, I remember very clearly, my husband asked me that, if you give me 3 dreams in your life, I'm just newly married at the time, okay? So what are the 3 dreams in your life? And out of nothing, I told him that, oh, okay, if it's a wild 3 dreams, the first one would be, I like to walk in a red carpet. Okay, as an accountant, it's a very special dream. And the second one is, I want to get one company listed in New York. Okay, and then now, 2 dreams come to true, together with your help, your support. I want to thank my team. Okay, I know that it's more easy work together for this challenging environment, but without you, we cannot really achieve the moment that we have today. And also, I want to thank all the employees all over the world. I know a lot of you are working and then watching us at this moment. I hope that by turning this page, that we will start a new journey. And then I truly believe that Lanvin Group will be a wonderful global luxury group in the future. Thank you.
Hey, don't go anywhere, Joanne. Can I also get Max to the stage?
Good morning, everyone. What an exciting day. Today marks a very important milestone for Lanvin Group, but it's also a very important milestone for Primavera Capital Acquisition Corp. I just want to take this moment to really thank New York Stock Exchange for providing this fantastic platform for us to be able to partner with Lanvin Group. Also want to thank all our directors, Mickey, Chen-Ling, Sonia, Teresa. Really thank you for all your help and support during this period. Want to thank our original underwriters, Credit Suisse and Citigroup, and everybody who has worked really hard during the last 2 years to bring this to fruition. Very excited about this big day, and let's celebrate.
NYSE, we have many traditions. Some of those traditions we're going to go through now. So first, everyone who rings our bell receives a medal to remind them of the special day and their time with us. So Joanna, I want to present you with one.
Thanks.
Thank you. And Max, I want to present you with one. Now, on the front of the medallion, it's got our 6 pillars, which reminds us of our commitment to entrepreneurship, reliability, and resiliency. And on the back, it's got the buttonwood tree. As I mentioned, we were founded under a buttonwood tree 230 years ago, so it reminds us of our roots. But like Lanvin Group, it also more recently reminds us of our commitment to sustainability. And I know that's a big area of focus for you all. Everyone gets to take home a small medallion to remind them of their time with us today. Not as large as these two folks have, but okay. We could put those down. The next tradition, you will open your stack after our bell rings today.
Right.
And this is the mallet we're going to use to ring the first trade bell.
Okay.
We got multiple bells
All
in store for you. So this is the one that you will use to ring the first trade bell.
Of course. I hope this will give us a
Good luck.
Good luck. Okay.
Exactly.
Good luck to everyone. Thank you.
And then last but certainly not least, I want to present you with your original listing certificate to remind you of how far you've come, but then also your future, the exciting future that you have.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
And I also want to thank Celine and the entire team, and of course, besides as our loyal customers, but it's more as our leader of NYSE. Your continuous support is very important to us. So for Lanvin Group, we also have a gift to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
So this is a badge. Bigger than me, okay, my badge. All right.
Thank you.
I hope you will have a good moment with us. Thank you.
Thank you. I promise you, every time I look at this, I'm going to remind myself that I need to go shopping in one of the brands, which is exactly.
Welcome.
I absolutely will.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are going to go downstairs to open the equity markets and to open Lanvin stock and to welcome Lanvin and its brands to the public markets.
Good morning again and welcome to the New York Stock Exchange as we celebrate this exciting day of Lanvin Group making their debut on the public markets. We are perched up high above the trading floor here in New York City, the epicenter of the financial markets around the world. I am joined here by my co-host Pete Ash. And how are you, Pete?
I'm doing well.
This is an exciting day.
It is. I know a little less about the fashion, but I do know a lot about the history.
What are you talking about? Look at you. You're fashionable.
I try to do the fashion.
Yes, yes.
But you think about it, these are two, we use the term iconic brands a lot, but these are really two iconic brands.
Yes.
Lynn talked about our start underneath a buttonwood tree.
A humble start,
A very humble start. This is a company that started in one shop, both now with this global reach, using technology to reach new audience, sustainable growth over time. It's really going to be an exciting day.
No, absolutely. And, we're sort of drawing that parallel to what we do here at the New York Stock Exchange. Again, Pete had mentioned that our humble beginnings started underneath a buttonwood tree in 1792, and we're talking about Lanvin, which started in 1889, 130 years ago, in a small, humble hat shop. And now, fast forward 130 years later, they're combining forces with this 230-year-old establishment here in New York City, sort of the epicenter of the financial global markets, where fashion and finance are meeting, and we are creating the heritage of the future together. And so again, this is a very exciting day. today. We're honored to be a part of it as we are watching, actually our audiences are watching around the world. Again, this is going to be the most watched news event in the world with 100 million people watching Lanvin Group ring that opening bell, sort of like a movie set, so to speak. All eyes are going to be on Lanvin Group.
Yeah, and think about it just to set scale. Think in 1889, at the time there was a leading headline in the newspapers. The New York Stock Exchange trades 1 million shares in one day.
Incredible.
Now behind us is a $30 trillion market, an international market that you're going to see open in just a few minutes. And we're going to see a lot more of those traditions we developed over 230 years, but always looking forward, always looking for the next thing.
Absolutely. And you know what? Many people may not know that Lanvin Group actually manages 5 powerhouse brands. We're talking about Wolford, we're talking about Sergio Rossi, Lanvin, as well as Caruso, which is a menswear line, and of course, Lanvin. And so, I mean, this is really amazing. And, we're taking a look right now at some of the pieces that are sort of placed all around the New York Stock Exchange today. This is right here, a shot from the boardroom on the 6th floor. Look at this detail with the sequins and with the buttons. That piece was from St. John. And then we're taking a look right now at that dress. That's from Wolford. And that Wolford dress just is so incredibly beautiful, timeless, sleek. And it's just, just such an exciting time to have the fashion on full display here in this financial institution.
And not just the fashion, obviously that's now accessible to more people thanks to the work that the company's doing, but now being publicly traded, people who are investing in the pieces for their closet can also invest in the company and what they're wearing.
Absolutely.
And that's really the value of the New York Stock Exchange.
Absolutely. And we're talking about today, this business combination is making your debut on the public markets, as well as expanding this brand for the next phase of that heritage for tomorrow. And we are also talking about this great journey that started some 130 years ago in France, and now it has expanded to a global luxury brand. And again, this piece right here that I'm wearing is from St. John. And what I really love about this brand as well is that, again, those classic, timeless, effortless pieces that are so multifunctional for women, but also Caruso, the menswear line. I see so many women who love to have their, their oversized blazers and those, open button downs and everything. And it's really multifunctional across the board for every single brand. And even in Wolford, you saw in the showroom that long, luxurious dress, and they have bodysuits from hosiery, leg wear, everything like that. So, I mean, it's just really an amazing brand that's multifunctional overall. Right, Pete? I mean, you are rocking one of the T-shirts as well.
I got one of the T-shirts on, and speaking of multifunctional, think about our trading floor. The backdrop. You see the branding. You see there's a couple pieces on the trading floor. I'm sure we'll show off later as well. But also the functionality of that trading floor, the opening of that market, those market makers now coming together. You can see behind us some people filing in to watch the opening market. As you mentioned, not only the largest opening of the opening market. Now you see on the trading floor, that's another one of our traditions, one of my favorite traditions. I know you like it as well.
Signing of the book.
That's
yes.
the signing of our book.
And for those of you who don't know who are watching, that's Joanne Cheng. She is the chairwoman and CEO of Lanvin Group. So again, she is signing her name, and right next to him, that is David Chen, executive president and COO of Lanvin Group. Also, for everyone who is watching, they are signing their name in this prestigious book in the long list, I should say, of entrepreneurs, thought leaders. And again, look there's one of the ball gowns on full display here at the New York Stock Exchange. So let's listen in.
All right.
See behind me, dozens of your friends, colleagues, family members even are all tuning in, watching the opening bell. Again, over 100 million people are going to be watching this. This is the most watched news event to happen in the world. We are right here under the Bell podium, probably the second best view in the New York Stock Exchange, but of course the first best view is right there on the Bell podium, and we're just so happy to be a part of this event.
Yeah, and just take you back home, what's going on down here. We are only about a minute away from that opening bell. You're going to hear some cheering, some whooping, some hollering from the crowd behind us. Everyone up on that Bell podium are going to cheer as well, and then that 10-second rundown to the opening of the largest equity market in the world.
And so for those of you who don't know, at 9:29 and 50 seconds, we're going to start hearing everyone cheer, and then when that opening bell goes, you are going to hold down that button for 10 seconds, and we're going to really hear all the chanting and the roar of excitement happening here on the trading floor. So again, all this is happening right now in just a few seconds. So there you have it. The U.S. equity markets are now open. This is an active trading floor. As you see, everyone is kind of whiffing past us. And, you know, this is what sets us apart from any other institution in the world for that matter, because we have right now, you're getting a shot of the designated market makers. These are the people who are standing with your stock for the days, weeks, months to come, years to come. We have had some companies listed with us for over 100 years. And these are the people, the human capital that we have here at the exchange, combining first-in-class technology with the human aspect as well, following your trade, your stock, pricing it out, putting in the orders that have come in overnight, and really making sure that you get that best-in-class experience that we have here at the New York Stock Exchange.
And yeah, and that's really important to know, because the market is open, but not every stock is trading. That is the job of those market makers, making sure the market opens. Behind us is that first trade bell.
Yes.
Every morning, opening bell. Not every morning a first trade bell. That is what's going to announce to this trading floor that stock ticker LANV is trading. Not yet. You'll see. We'll take that. We'll show that to you all back home. And but right now, they're doing a lot of the other traditions that are going on. They're signing the wall.
We're getting pictures of that right now. They're etching their name in a graffiti-like form, you know, along the long list of leaders and thought leaders, entrepreneurs, innovators, celebrities who have walked through these doors of this 230-year-old institution. Again, so this is really a moment in history.
Definitely, and you know, I love that because everyone on the bell podium. You know, we showed you the book signing. Only the bell ringer signs that. This is everyone who's on that bell podium. Everyone who worked hard. You heard earlier from the chairwoman of the company how the years of effort to leading to this moment. It's really just a huge celebration, and we get to enjoy that.
Exactly, and again, this is a leading global luxury fashion group headquartered in China with over 3,600 employees that is really striving to create the heritage for tomorrow, similar to what we try to do here at the New York Stock Exchange, really being innovative, combining first-in-class technology with the human capital aspect that we have here on the floor with the designated market maker. And you know, we are really combining the story of fashion and finance coming together in this new marriage for hopefully the next 100 years, maybe even the next 200 years.
Yeah, you mentioned over 100 years. We have some companies close to 200 years listed here. And if you think about it, I love that, you know, the heritage of not just placed with these brands, every year reinventing themselves, but also leaning back on these generations of people come before them, building where they're going now.
Absolutely. And you know, Lanvin Group really sort of emulates what women and men try to do every single day, which is a multifunctional piece, whether it is combining, you know, a blazer like this and just taking taking the slacks off and wearing it as a dress, and then just taking the slacks and throwing it with a crop top or something like that. You know, it's just that timeless, classic, luxury fashion that they really try to emulate for everyone to be able to wear it. And so we're going to take a look at a video right now. Wow, it's such an exciting time. We are back here on the trading floor in front of the first trade bell, where you see the executive team of Lanvin Group getting ready to ring that first trade bell in just a few moments. But as we wait, I actually want to pull in someone who is very special, who has been an integral part of this whole process, getting Lanvin Group here and helping really with everything in the installation on the floor. First of all, why don't you share with everyone your name, title, and everything you do here at the exchange?
Sure. Hi, everyone. So my name is Kobe Ge. I'm based in China. I'm heading China, NYSE China practice, capital markets practice in China. I'm so excited. I think today it's a very exciting moment here at the NYSE, and I'm sure in Shanghai there's also a big celebration there. So congrats, everyone.
Actually, I think you have a message that you wanted to share, correct? But in Mandarin.
Yeah, I'll switch to Mandarin. 大家好，我是纽交所中国区的负责人葛晨浩。那很高兴今天能代表纽交所来到这个现场。Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Kobe. I really appreciate it. And actually, we're going to tune in now to the first trade bell in just a few seconds. That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks
you,
so
Kobe.
much, Kobe.
Continue the celebration. So now we're taking a look again with the executive team of Lanvin Group. We see Joanne there. We see David. And Andy is right behind Joanne over there with Max and with Lynn Martin. She is the president of the New York Stock Exchange.
And also, very importantly for this moment, with the designated market maker, and you see him leaning in. He's giving Lynn, he's giving the company updates on what he's seeing in the market, preparing the stock to open. You see a range about $1. We're very close to opening, but he's going to wait until buyers and sellers meet at the right point and then open the market, and you'll know what happened because you'll hear a lot of ringing.
Exactly. And you know, again, this is a very important resource for Lanvin Group, having that designated market maker here on the floor of the exchange, because this is something unlike any other establishment in the world, which is combining that human capital with the capital that we raise here on any given day. It could fluctuate between $30 to $40 trillion. And what did you say? How many trades did we do a day?
So we're seeing about over 2 billion shares are trading on our markets every day, and a little bit more than a billion when this company was founded. And we're about to hear that first trade bell, so we'll be quiet and let you listen in.
Amazing. So there we have it. Let's talk about the significance of the first trade bell because, many people can ring the opening bell to the U.S. equity markets, but you only ring that first trade bell one time. And so this is hugely significant. Again, two iconic powerhouses coming together, a 130-year-old establishment with a 230-year-old establishment as well coming together. And actually, somebody who would be great to talk about that, we're going to pull in just a few minutes because we want to take a look right now at the pictures we're seeing of the happy executive team alongside our executive team here at the exchange. But first, we're going to take a quick look at this video. Welcome back, and we are joined now by the executive team here of Lanvin Group. And first of all, David, I want to start with you. How exciting is today, and what is the significance behind it for you?
This is super exciting. My hand's still shaking after ringing the bell. We've been working on this for now 2 years, so this is an amazing milestone for the group.
Amazing. And I have to say, Joanne, you look absolutely stunning today. You're in ravishing red, and I'm in a powerful pink.
Yes, of course. St. John and St. John, right? Yes.
And not. Let's get a close up of the shoes because Lanvin also, yes, exactly, also made the shoes. So I want to talk to you about the significance of today and what it means to be here on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. It obviously took a hugely committed team to get to where you are today.
Yeah, I think this is a big milestone for Lanvin Group and also for the team. We are proud to achieve what we have achieved, but it's the start of a new journey. So we will continue to be focused on building up our current brands and building up Lanvin Group for a brighter future.
Amazing, amazing. Go ahead, Pete.
And last but not least, we're joined by Max. Max, exciting day here on the floor, but it's not just about what's happening here on the trading floor, it's about across the globe. Why was this transaction so important to show the world that international business is back?
Oh, absolutely. I think when we listed the SPAC, it was when COVID just started. There was a lot of questions about consumer market, vibrancy of it. We thought that consumer market will come back, and obviously we're extremely pleased to be partnering with the Lanvin Group. And I think whether it's in China, US, Europe, we are having some very exciting brands, and the consumers are going to be part of this great journey of this company as well. Yeah.
Fantastic. And speaking of that, we're talking back to not only the general public, but also your colleagues, the colleagues across the globe. What is the last message you want to send out to them all?
Oh, just want to thank them for the hard work. This has not been an easy journey, but I think everybody persevere, everybody work really hard. I'm very glad that we brought everything to fruition today. Yeah.
Fantastic. And I saw you hitting the bell. You're going to take that gavel back home. How was that experience? You talked about that dream. Now that's a reality.
Yeah, so this is one of our most exciting moments that Lanvin Group has become a New York Stock Exchange portfolio. I think we'll get more attention from the world. It is better for us to recruit talents. Fashion industry with a lot of excitement. We want to have a more exposure to have more people join us. Yeah.
I want to ask you, David, also what you're looking forward to most come 2023.
Focus on operation and really want to get the general public to know our brands a little bit better. We increase our distribution, our product line, so hopefully we're a very different company, by the end of 2023.
And why do you think now was the right time to introduce Lanvin Group to the public sector?
I think we we have spent, I think, even through the COVID, I think the company has grown very well, from whether it's a unit economic standpoint or kind of business and brand awareness standpoint. I think now we just want to take the company to really the next step. This is not really the end game for us. This is really just a milestone. So this is for us to, take a company to a global stage like NYSE.
Amazing, and we're so happy to be a part of it. We hope that this is the first of many celebrations for you. We invite you back to come back to the New York Stock Exchange for milestone events, investor days, and we hope that you have an amazing day today. And again, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, thank you. So we're going to keep on rolling now. We're going to bring on the New York Stock Exchange's head of corporate affairs, Josh King. Now, Josh, I mean, of everyone who's in this building, no one appreciates the significance of bringing together historic organizations like this. And so you think about, you have a company started 1889, small shop in Paris, an institution started 1792, just a tree down the street. What does it mean coming together like this?
Well, think about, like, Pete, 130 years of history of Lanvin and 230 years of the history of the New York Stock Exchange. And over that whole course of that 230 years, it's always been about capital. Capital raising, whether that's in the form of a traditional IPO, a direct listing, a SPAC combination as we're witnessing today, a secondary offering. And traditionally you think of the New York Stock Exchange as a place that raises capital for major industrial works, railroads, dams, canals, technology, cars, aircraft, spaceships, biotechnology, healthcare. You can go on down the list. You don't often think about the role that we have in spurring creativity and raising capital for creativity. But as we're watching what is happening today with Lanvin, you can go back in history and talk about other names that are here. Ralph Lauren Corporation, listed 1997. Xenia, listed 2021. Levi Strauss, listed 2019. Nike, Estee Lauder. You can look at a holding company like PVH and you ask yourself, well, what names does PVH really represent? Think about it. Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, Van Heusen, Arrow, Jeffrey Bean, Speedo, Kenneth Cole, Michael Kors. You can go on down the list. Tapestry, Coach, Kate Spade, Stuart Weitzman. So, and we haven't even begun to tap the surface of like what Disney's listing represents here, but the idea of creating and raising capital for heavy industry, technology, healthcare, but also creativity. That's what today means today.
And you think about that creativity, a company like PVH listed here over 100 years that continue ongoing. We're talking to, the colleagues of everyone on the trading floor. We're talking to the general public. What is the message you want to get out, not just to, owners of stock here in the New York Stock Exchange, but everyone who might be tuning in today to see what happens down here?
Well, that a company like Lanvin and the SPAC combination that they're doing today has the opportunity now to allow people to share in the upside and share in the financial journey of Lanvin. And if you think that what they are doing is creative, is cutting edge, you want to be a part of that, you want to invest in their future for the benefit of your own nest egg, and if you think what they have makes sense, what is happening today is through the creation of the LANV ticker symbol and the opportunity to invest in that name, we're letting everyone in the world participate, and that's what the New York Stock Exchange is all about.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for having you today.
Great job. Talk to you guys later.
And we're going to go from, investing in the stock to investing in some pieces and putting it all together.
No, but actually, we have to bring in Lynn Martin, the fashionista, president of the New York Stock Exchange, bringing finance and fashion together. Lynn, I mean, many people wouldn't think fashion and finance go hand in hand, but they actually do.
They absolutely do, particularly when you consider that more and more females are in leadership positions. One of my favorite quotes is from a fashion icon of mine, Coco Chanel, which is, dress shabbily and they remember the dress. Dress impeccably and they remember the woman. And so many female CEOs dress because they want their voice heard. They really care about how they look. So if you look at Lanvin and a lot of their brands like St. John, that's the go-to for so many women who are CEOs.
Absolutely, and I really resonate with what you said, because even wearing this suit by St. John, it's a power suit, a pink power suit on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange in a sea of traders here. And you know, it really helps you feel confident, and especially when you're like in a leadership position, and how they are really embracing that sort of mindset with their brand.
Absolutely. It just gives you a whole different sense of confidence. I mean, I'm a proud, very loyal customer to St. John. I'm wearing St. John today, as well as Wolford, one of their other brands. They are some of my go-to pieces, not just because of their timeless style, but also because, given my heavy travel schedule, the way they pack. Exactly. And the way when you take them out of the suitcase, they look just as good as when they went into the suitcase.
And you know what I love about Wolford that you mentioned? They have those signature classic pieces, whether it's one of those long dresses or the hosiery that they have, the body suits, and you could wear everything to work. It's so professional, classic, clean, and timeless.
Absolutely. It's very interesting how, we're the home of so many iconic brands. We've welcomed so many luxury brands to the New York Stock Exchange this year, be it Tapestry, be it Ralph Lauren, be it now Lanvin. We're the home to all of these amazing luxury brands. And the reason they've chosen us is because we are the largest stock market in the world. We're the home of the global capital markets. So when people want to raise capital, when they want to get access to the broadest range of investors, fashion houses, financial firms, the biggest companies, most well-governed companies always choose the New York Stock Exchange.
Well, we're unlike any other institution, I should say, in the world. We have that designated market maker combining the capital aspect with the human aspect, but also I want to talk about the history for a second. This is a 130-year-old fashion house combining with a 230-year-old financial institution. I mean, what is the significance in that?
Two brands with timeless style and timeless value. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. We've been here for 230 years. The way we've been able to continue to evolve through those 230 years is by staying close to our customers and continuing to build our platform to address the evolving financial markets. A brand like Lanvin and all of their signature brands underneath it has done the same.
Absolutely, and now Lanvin Group, along with the New York Stock Exchange, are creating the heritage of the future together, and it's starting today. Thank you so much, Lynn.
Thank you, Trinity. We're thrilled to welcome Lanvin.
Amazing. Have a good day. I'm going to bring Pete back in.
Well, I wanted to give you all an update. As we're talking about the role of the market maker, the role that we have. The stock opened at 10:25,
and it's already at almost $16.
Right, and it just came out of a halt because what happened is that the market maker put the halt on the stock, allowed buyers and sellers to catch up to what's going on, and then reopened it, and trading's happening again.
Amazing, and so again, a very, very significant day, a moment in history here on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange with Lanvin Group.
Definitely, and it started last night. We talked a little bit about that. So, for everyone back home, I want to show you how we got started last night as everyone inside are working hard to get open for today.
Yes, and to put on an event like this, it really takes a hugely committed team, and we have some of the most amazing people here at the New York Stock Exchange. The events team was here until like midnight last night. We know the partners at Lanvin Group have been working so hard on this day and night. I know even like on the airplane as they were all coming in from Shanghai, China, everywhere around the world to be here for today. So again, a big shout out to everyone who has been along for this ride.
Yeah, and it's a ride that's just getting started, right? The listing is just the next step in the company. They now have access to the deepest pool of liquidity in the world.
Exactly.
To continue doing what they've done for 130 years, but now leveraging the power of not just the market maker, of not just the money they can raise and the stock and sharing that journey with stockholders, but the platform, the New York Stock Exchange, right here on the corner of Wall and Broad.
Absolutely, and again, investors have the opportunity now to be a part of the next endeavor of Lanvin Group as you create the heritage for tomorrow. And the New York Stock Exchange, there's no other place better in the world than to do it right here. Again, we are unlike any other institution, and we have that designated market maker. You have an amazing team. You got Pete and I, not to toot our own horns, but again, this is first-in-class technology, a first-in-class world-class team that we have here, and now you're a part of the New York Stock Exchange family, again, a 230-year-old institution partnering with a 130-year-old fashion house, and we're really incorporating fashion and finance together, and this is just the start of the marriage.
And to update again, we're now in another halt. We're now looking between 16 and 21 with a halt at 1596.
Oh my God, look at this.
This is day one of trading.
Yes.
It's a long journey.
Yes.
But this is a great start, and you're really seeing, in real time, the Dese market maker, our market model, come to bear and help the investing public get in on this stock at the right price, making sure buyers and sellers come together and continue to make sure that while everyone is working on the next season of fashion, every second is down here on the trading floor, that stock is going to trade in a fair and orderly way.
Absolutely. And for all of you who are watching who may not know, this is a huge opportunity to be here on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, because this floor is not open to the public. It's only open to our listed companies and obviously the people who work here. But again, this is a huge opportunity for everyone who is watching to actually get an inside view of what happens here on the trading floor. Again, this is an active trading floor. We have between 1 to 200 traders here running around. Trades are exchanging hands any given moment. Again, between 30 to 40 trillion of capital could be exchanged here on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange on any given day. And so, unlike any other institution, we really pride ourselves on combining the human aspect of it, combining it with capital, raising money, getting investors, all eyes on your company, and that's what we do here at the New York Stock Exchange.
Yeah, and the nice thing is we also do, it's also a lit exchange. So, we are putting this information out, not just the date of the trades, but, the work you're doing and other people are doing to basically show what happens here every single day.
Absolutely. And, we want to thank everybody for tuning into this live stream. Again, this was a historic moment in time that we're so happy to be a part of. Again, this fashion powerhouse, Lanvin Group, the 5 other brands that they have operating underneath Lanvin Group, and now they are a part of the New York Stock Exchange family. We're so happy to welcome them, and hopefully this is the first of many celebrations to come.
And we'll see everyone who's watching very, very soon on our next IPO.
We're sending the world a message that Wall Street is the home of small business.
The idea that by believing in the power of connections, the power of feeling like you belong and being kind can literally change the world.
I want to thank the people, the ones that are behind the scenes, the ones that make it happen.
Congratulations to the entire Toast team for reaching this monumental milestone. You pulled this off.
This is our opportunity to make business and technology work in harmony.
If you think about the number of companies that have walked through here, they all had this amazing moment.